I have an announcement to make.
Another one? Ain't no more announcements. Ninja.
have I used up my quota for the year?
Yes.
Announcements.
No more announcements for you.
No more. I'm moving to Mars.
You are the unannounceable.
I'm the unannounceable. I have an announcement to make.
Okay, what is it?
I have officially pulled out of the Freedom 250 concert in Washington, D.C., joining such illustrious artists as Young MC, Morris Day and the Time.
Oh, Lord.
The one living survivor of Milli Vanilli.
Is it Milli or Vanilli? Which one is it?
I don't know. No. Okay, here's the funny part about it. The background singers that are the actual singers of Milli Vanilli pulled out. The actual singers who are the background singers, they pulled out. But the one living one who can't actually sing said, I'm still performing.
He gonna perform. He gonna get his money.
I'm like, doing what? But thankfully, even though myself, Morris Day and the Time, Young MC, Martina McBride, and the real Milli Vanilli singers are backing out, you still have Vanilla Ice.
Oh, yeah.
And
Ice Baby.
And Flo Rida, who I forgot existed.
I can't. What a song we sang?
I don't know.
Only Flo Rida I know is on a Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean. Or the one you always fall off of when you get on it.
You remember Flo Rida, man?
What'd he sing?
Trying to think of it.
Thank you.
See? It is.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
He had one hit though.
Do you feel anything? Do black people care that America is 250 years old? Do you think we're excited about that?
No, not really.
We're not putting 250 stickers on our churches like they're doing at these businesses, and
we still waiting for 40 acres.
I want my 40 acres in a mule. Yeah, exactly. What's 250 in a mule now?
Right.
I mean, it's 250 in a Honda.
Right.
40 acres in a mule is over. Man, it feels good to be home.
It does, man. It feels good to be back in the chair, back in action.
Oops, my bad.
Is that? No, you good? You feel you back in action?
Yeah, it feel good.
Yeah, man.
It feel good.
It's good.
It feel good.
It's a good thing. I wanted to start off the show, Pastor Jeff, with shout outs.
Okay.
And I think both of us, we got some stuff going on, and I'll just say it now because you all know how we roll. These will probably start off serious and then go in a different direction.
Go all the way left.
You go all the way left, but I do want to start off with some shout outs. First of all, my baby girl Lundy graduated from high school. Went to prom 2 weeks ago. Right, I need some sound effects. Went to prom. Graduated Thursday. Had a beautiful graduation party courtesy of Shamika and I selling our organs so that we could get everything that she would like. But shout out to London and all of the graduates for 2026 at all levels, except for like the fourth grade graduates that graduated from 4th to 5th grade, or people that graduated from like diapers to potty. Come on. They had like a ceremony for them too.
Yeah, they had one for my son.
They had one for yes. I don't believe in it. See, I don't believe. I don't believe in it.
Real quick, a big shout out.
Okay.
Big shout out to my daughter Jada. She graduated YSU.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Jada.
Congratulations.
Degree, magna cum laude. Yeah, she did her thing.
Okay.
Magna cum laude. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. My son graduated preschool with macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese.
macaroni and cheese necklace. Yeah, so
magna cum macaroni. I got another shout out for Reverend Dr. A. Van Odom. Celebrated his 13th pastoral anniversary today at the Friendship Baptist Church. And because we were in town and got out of church early, thanks Pastor Pierre, I was able to go over there and just sit in the back as another good friend of ours from the Ohio Baptist State Convention under President Michael Harrison, Reverend Russell Penn was the preacher, our good friend and brother. And isn't he the most encouraging brother known to man? He's like the Barnabas of the brothers.
I mean,
shout out to Pastor
gotta
Penn.
Love Pastor Penn.
Love him, man.
Gotta love that dude.
He's like the Cleveland Brown of.
He really is.
He's just so jovial and he loves you, man. He hugs you with love. He treats you well. Just shout out to Dr.
I didn't
Odom.
know, man. I would have tried it. Well, I don't know how
you wouldn't have made it back.
Yeah,
I mean, they were out.
yeah, okay.
You know, but it was nice service, man. So shout out to Dr. Odom.
Congratulations, Dr. Odom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call him and send him a little check over there.
Yeah. Any shout outs you got?
No, I think that it.
I want to give
you know what it was Pastor Harrison's anniversary as well.
It was 30 years,
Pastor
right? It's 30 or 31.
I can't remember which one.
He's somewhere around there. He's old.
around.
Sorry, Pastor. Sorry, President. But yeah, Pastor Harrison, Union Baptist.
Big shout out to him,
big
man.
shout out, man. Great things happening. You know, great things going on.
I did see Island today, or Aziris, is that his name?
Yeah.
I saw him today, man.
He preached the tabernacle.
Tabernacle. Congratulations. He said he loved it down there in Arkansas.
He's doing a great job in Little Rock. I think I saw him out at dinner. So it's 31. Pastor Harrison, there you go. President Harrison, we love you. I know you will. I know you will. I was going to try to blow down on you Wednesday night and surprise you, but we were just getting ready for the last few preparations of, the open house and the graduation. But much love to Pastor Harrison. Greatly deserved. Love to see you, Jason, man. Hope things are going well for you up there. What's up, Jameson, Sister Carletta? Hey, man, like and share. We are online. We are here. We just wanted to come in while I was in town for a minute.
London had the nerve to be looking cute, too.
And was looking cute.
Looking grown and cute.
Man.
I said, look at London, man.
Where's my shotgun?
Just so, I can remember. I remember.
I'm proud of her. And I told, I think, Pastor Walker, I said, London was one of the very first, not very first, she wasn't alone, but she was a part of that first generation of like Facebook babies. Like everybody watched them grow up online in the best way that you can, not the craziness, but in the best way, watching them grow up. And I told her, like, besides the church families, which already makes, such an extension beyond your families, there's just this whole crew and community that had a chance to watch you flourish into the young lady that you are. And so it's so many strangers, and I know she gets a little aggravated, and I think teens are going to deal with this more like we had to when all these folk we don't know, but they know our parents are all in our face. Right. I mean, I just had, just random people. Thank you for the bullets, because it's not the guns you need, it's the bullets you need. But it was good, though, for her to see how big her village really is and how many people are really looking out for her. And she is headed off to Norfolk State. In Virginia. So,
and it's crazy. Our boys are juniors now.
Boys are going to be juniors, man.
Junior. That's not crazy. I just looked at Chris. I was like, you're a junior, man.
Yeah, man.
You are a junior, dude.
Yes. We're on our way. What's up, Jay? I owe you a phone call, brother. I might have multiple requests of you. I might have requests in the Mahoning Valley and in New York for you. So yeah, I might have a call for you, my man. So it's just been a great time, and we've been away. You all know what's happening. We're in this weird transitionary thing. Shout out to the New Jerusalem Worship Center and the Rochdale Early Advantage Charter School and Bishop Rice and the staff church congregation. They've just been loving me, taking care of me. I was just telling this story. Thank you. I was just telling this story. Sister Johnson was in our Yahoo Kojic group. Way before there was Facebook and stuff, I was in a Kojic group, because I wanted to be Kojic so bad, with people from across the country, and they knew we were having a baby, and I did like a little unofficial poll on the group on which name we should name her. And I told her, I said, there's people like church mothers from 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 18 years ago, that knew you were coming and knew who you were, and I was sharing life with the saints around the world. And I'm glad I mentioned that, how we had, and we stayed friends on Facebook when Facebook came out, and she's one of them, and now she's on the podcast. So it's just it's amazing to see how life can travel.
That's funny. I was when we was at the graduation party, I walked over and they was all over there talking, and Tedrick and what's his name? Melvin and all of that. And they was over there talking to one of your deacons. I was like, man, this is Kojic Corner. You ain't allowed over here.
Listen, this is Kojic Corner.
I said, Melvin got on his shirt with joggers.
Melvin was looking like if you asked ChatGPT to make a black good humor man, make me a black Sherbert man. Melvin Howard popped out yesterday.
I said, "Oh my God,
we love you, Melvin." Shout out to Melvin. Came back from shoulder surgery, back playing the guitar again. Proud of him. Just loving it, man. Just loving it, man. So what's new in your world, Pastor Jeff?
Man, it's the same old for me, man. I'm just on the road down in Steubenville, and things are going extremely well down there, man. Loving life. God is good, man. Church is growing. Family is, doing what they doing, man. Just got back from another cruise.
You didn't get the hantavirus, did you?
I ain't got no virus.
No virus yet?
I did watch some pier runners, man.
Some what?
Pier runners, the people who are late coming back to the boat.
Oh,
listen, man, we in bed, knocked out. We had went to Jamaica. We was chilling. We're in bed, knocked out, and we hear all this noise. And I'm like, what in the world? So I jump up. I go out on my balcony.
So the boat was pouring out at night.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at night. It's like 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And they got back. And then you see them running, and everybody like, let them on, let them on.
Oh,
they're
like, gonna leave them?
They left them.
Wow.
They left them.
I got pictures. They left them, man.
You got pictures.
I started taking pictures.
Send them pictures so we can put them up. We don't know these people. Send me these pictures. Okay. So now that you're telling that story, because she had told me this story before, now that you're telling it again, so you know what I think? Just listen to that story. I mean, I wish you had that on video.
I
didn't take a video of it?
I didn't take the video.
Because I'll tell you what, if you posted that video up, that would be more effective than any Left Behind or Rapture skit you could ever put up.
Everybody running to the boat.
Everybody trying to run to the boat. Or do like a modern Noah's Ark or something.
And that's what they said. The doors are closed.
The doors are
closed. Can't get on.
That's way more effective.
It is.
You should play that at an altar call.
At an altar call. Don't miss the boat. Hey, y'all can preach that for free. Right. I know y'all preachers are lurking. I know you're lurking.
But there is a video. Somebody took the video, and it's on our... Because when you go on cruise, they had these
the Carnival memories.
Yeah, the Carnival chats.
Why would they make that a part of the... Who got left behind?
Who got left behind?
Should have had like a little devil chasing them, like, you're mine now. I mean, that would be more effective. That'd be more effective. Hey, what's up, Sister Tina? I got a shout out, speaking of Sister Tina and all the Second Baptist family, for throwing down of support and love and food. I mean, y'all made it happen for us. If you enjoyed the food yesterday,
amen.
Thanks the family and the church family.
For the Lord is good.
I mean, from the desserts, I mean, everybody threw down. Everybody threw down. I'm going to individualize it later, but I mean, everybody threw down. Ain't nothing like a good church meal.
Them cheesy potatoes, Doc.
Man, the more your arms flap, the better they taste. You know what I mean? It's how it works.
That fried chicken was on point.
Fried chicken was on point.
Yeah.
Everything was good. We was at a banquet right before. Shout out to Mr. Sterling Williams, who got honored. And the lady, a lot of the people were going to come down to the open house after the banquet. And one sister was sitting there with her little plate. And she said, Pastor, can I ask you a question? I don't want to be rude. And I said, no, what's up? She said, y'all got fried chicken at the open house? I said, yeah, come on, get your wang. What's up, my man? Good to see you, Sister Cora. So, hey, y'all, we always said that whenever we get a chance to get together, we would just hang out, talk, catch up, maybe hit on a little subject or something, and do what we know to do. Religiously incorrect. Thanks to Big Mike for setting it up. We had to pull the cobwebs off of the cameras.
Had to find equipment.
It was like mice chewing on cords.
Had to rig stuff up.
We had to sweep the squirrels out. I mean, it was...
Right.
TV was black and white.
Bird's nest in the corner. We are good. Sister KK, I love seeing you. Hey, she had a great image. She took a picture. I tell you, it was so heartwarming. We went to second this morning. Pastor P.O. did a phenomenal job. The kids did great. But I'll tell you, they didn't know how to break your heartstrings, man. They know how to pull them and break them. When them kids came running around the pews to come hug me, Man, I mean, just all my little babies, all my little favorites, and even some that are not usually in town happen to be in town with their grandparents and great grands. I said, "Oh man, y'all know how to get me. I'm gonna put y'all on in my trunk, take you back, kidnap y'all, take you to New York with me." But it was good, man. It was good. Service was good today.
Service was phenomenal. Hey, Sister Karen, I watched a little bit of service, and you know, P.O. still at it.
Oh.
He's still at it. To my chocolate queen.
You know what? I'm gonna rebuke him. I'm a publicly. I said,
My
listen,
brick house.
We've heard it. My once, twice, 3 times a lady.
It's like, when is this dude ain't
My
gonna
first,
stop.
my last, my
I
everything.
love that dude. That he love you for real, for
Man,
real.
that's too much love. I'm gonna just say it. That's too much. All right, it's too much. He didn't even preach. He just opened the doors of the church afterward. If you want the love of Jesus the way I love my wife, come on.
He talked about Karen for 10 minutes, and he was like, "Early, it's early. What early got to do with this?" What the early got to do with this?
I love it. Dr. Wingfield, good to see you, man. I hope Pittsburgh's
My
treating
guy,
you well.
my guy.
And Sister Cambridge, good to see you. Sister Carol, big help. Love, I mean, I can't even say enough. More than help, man. Sister Rose, of course. She throws down and brings it all together for us. My cousin Erica, Belle Renee, decorations, event planning. I mean, they do it all. I don't care if you got an open house, a wedding, and yes, even funerals, memorials.
Is Sister Hamid on yet?
Sister Melody's not on.
She's not. I need to talk to her because I saw her driving London around, and I tried to take Christian out today, and the devil is a liar. I can't do it.
Oh no! Tell it. Hey, she seems to be able to do it.
Woo, I can't do it. I ain't got the.
Elias is trying to start.
I ain't got. Dude
Elias
almost killed me backing out the driveway. I said, Lord, I can't do it.
Well, you didn't put him in the Mercedes, did you?
Oh, you think I would and I wouldn't? I put him in that truck.
Not the truck. What? Tiffany can't drive the truck.
Right.
What are you talking?
Exactly.
Hey, Sister Rhoda, how you doing? Yes. All is well. He's letting all the ladies know. They know. They've been knowing.
Trust me, they know.
know.
Everybody in Warren knows.
They know. And they know you got a taser too. So I don't even think he has to say anything. They know you crazy. So but yeah, man, it's all love. It's all good. We're at that time, kids learning. Okay, here's my thing about kids driving. Now that Lundy has joined in on the driving, now I have 2 females who keep adjusting my car seat. Oh. And I thought Shamika was bad.
Oh my God.
London has like her face in the windshield, like her forehead.
I can't even get in the car after ages in
my-
there. You are literally like this.
I'm like, there's no space literally between the seat and the steering wheel.
And what's funny, and I don't know if they do it anymore, but I
Right.
told Christian, you got to keep your hands on 10. He said, what's 10 and 2?
What's 10 and 2?
I was like, the hands of the clock. What's
the clock?
What's the clock? All they know is Facebook phone times.
You gotta keep it in Robux, and you gotta find something they can relate to.
10 and 2 don't work no more.
Right. Robux
Just for
and
all
Call
y'all
of
who
Duty.
need to know.
Yeah, you gotta make something up. But yeah, so now we gotta worry about adjusting the cars, and she's done a little driving in my car, and she can take the car to the store and stuff. And
Okay.
every run to the store turns into a 2
2 hour.
Yeah,
You gotta
Just
ride
joy
around.
ride.
Gotta ride around.
Man, listen,
You gotta ride around. Hey,
I
stop putting
remember
gas in
those
the car.
days.
We in a recession.
I did it too.
I remember
I did
those
it
days.
too.
Let me run to the store real quick.
Exactly.
The store was on the corner.
Store's on the corner. Right. I'm at the mall.
Right.
I'm at the mall. Love you, Erica. Love you more
Wait
than
till
you
they
know.
scratch up the rims though.
Yeah. Well, I just scratched up and Shamika has too. I mean, she's done her
Did
share.
I do that? Yeah, you did it.
Exactly. You know what you did. I know you hit like 4 curbs coming back.
Right.
How much driving you doing in New York? I love it. I love driving. And now keep in mind, I am fairly close to the church. Now there's some people that literally live like down the block, literally in the neighborhood. And I ain't that close, but I'm only like 15 minutes, like a quick drive from like Warren to Howland and like a Youngstown to Boardman.
He
So
lying. I be talking to him on the phone. I be listening to him. What are they doing, man? What are y'all doing? Man, this dude don't know what this dude. Trust me, I'm on the phone with him. I know how crazy.
But I like it. If I feel like I'm in Mad Max every day, But I love it. Hey, Sister Hope, good to see you.
God bless you.
Yeah, it's too much to joyride. It's too much to be joyriding. But thankfully, I have gotten my little pocket of the city down, like my little pocket. The Southeast Queens and the western part of Long Island, where I spend some of my time doing my shopping and all, and my casual driving.
Walmart.
I did not go to the ghetto Walmart. I do not go to the ghetto Walmart, but only in emergency circumstances. But I love it. I mean, it's my speed. I'm fitting in well. People are helping me with anything that I have need of. But honestly, funny, it's easy to find everything because there's so many of everything. I mean, you got to drive a little bit, but there's like 5 Walmarts. I mean, within 30 minutes or so, if you just keep going up the freeway.
She ain't gonna have no problems getting her nails done.
She ain't gonna have no problem getting
It's a million nails.
You just walk out the door and a Chinese person out on the porch ready to do your nails. And somebody selling mangoes or something. She bought some pineapple. She had this bright idea. She was gonna cut up her own fruit.
Oh Lord.
And we squashed that real quick. But so she had this big box of pineapples, but they weren't even ready yet because my mom was like, "Oh, you got to buy these like a few days in advance, and they got to turn or whatever, like bananas."
I ain't never bought pineapples.
Thank you. Exactly. We don't. So anyway, so now we have a box of pineapples. And so what are we gonna do with all these? I said, I'm gonna do what everybody else does. I'm gonna sit on the side of the road. No, I'm gonna sit on the side of the road and sell them in the morning to people going to work, like the mango man I see every morning.
You gonna turn them upside down?
Going straight down. You're going straight down, buddy.
Oh my God.
You're going straight down. But okay, I got one more shout out to kind of lead us into our next spot, which has been the cultural talk of all of us. I gotta say, shout out to the MJ movie.
Man.
We haven't been united as black people in years since Obama got elected.
Right.
We haven't been united in excitement for something since Obama got elected when the MJ movie came out.
Bro.
I mean, I had the chance to watch it in New York, in Queens. And you want to talk about a live theater. Now, I wasn't gonna put my phone out and record people or something, but I'm talking like people dancing, singing. Mm-hmm. I heard the one in Brooklyn had impersonators. I mean, they were just doing, it's just a cultural phenomenon. People are, of course, we're comparing it to the Jackson 5 miniseries, And so what were your thoughts on it? I know you saw it.
Man, I watched it on a cruise, man, and I absolutely loved it, man. One of the funniest parts to me was when dude was in the swimming pool, and he's like, I gotta hurry up and get all this thing or whatever it was before he gives it to Prince.
Before God gives it to Prince, right?
I said that's funny.
Yeah, he says I got to get all this artistic creativity God has before he gives it to Prince. Yeah, I love it. I thought it was great, man. I thought you could really put, honestly, you could put both movies together and they could fill in the gaps for each other.
Yeah.
Because obviously the Jackson 5 one did a lot more with the actual Jackson 5. But I liked the music scenes and how authentic. I mean, you were bumping, man. When they finally started getting into his music, and he was doing the one music video, I think it was, what was the one music video when he just dances by himself?
Billie Jean?
No, it wasn't Billie Jean. It was not Starting Something. It was, yeah. Oh,
from the Off the Wall.
Yeah, don't stop till you get enough. I was trying to get to the title. Don't stop till you get enough. They did the like showing it in the like him getting ready to record, and then they like cut to the full blast music, and once that bumped up, like the bass hit. It was live.
It was cold.
It was live. And the Javar dude played his uncle.
He played his butt off.
He can go on tour as Michael.
He acted his butt off.
He can go on tour as Michael.
You need to go on tour and stop letting Marlon fall on tour.
Stop. I saw that video.
But I mean,
it's freezing up on there.
Is it freezing up?
We good here. I don't know what's going on.
So, yeah, I'm still up. Sorry, y'all. It'll be good. Now they're saying no sound.
Nah, we got sound.
That's got to be you, Sister Marsh. You got to fix your side. I got sound. I know it's been a while, but I got sound. You want to talk about Yeah, I'm listening to myself. Yeah. But anyway, so hopefully we'll be all right. It'll catch up, y'all. It's been a while. Shout out to Javar Jackson, who played his uncle. He was authentic. And you know what I enjoyed? And I know that I heard there's a part 2.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard it's in production or it got green light.
But how are you going to get to White Mike with his face every which way? How are you going to get to that? I guess that's my question.
I don't know. I mean, that got to be hard. But I mean, it was so much. I mean, I liked Nia Long, not as much as I liked.
It's hard.
Angela.
How do you
go behind Angela?
How do you come behind Angela?
She ain't even had a walk right.
She didn't have a walk right.
She had a limp right.
And she didn't say nothing about butter pecan ice cream.
But in the Jackson movie, did they call her mother? Like they called her mother in?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember them calling her mother.
They did keep the Joseph thing.
Yeah, they done the Joseph.
They kept the Joseph thing.
But this one, they kept the mother thing going on.
You know what they should have explained that they didn't explain in the Jackson 5 movie, the miniseries? This would have been a prime movie to explain how Joe got Jehovah's Witnesses to do a Christmas album. They could have got they should have put that part in there, and they could have gave you more Berry Gordy and less Monkey.
I like the Monkey.
It was too much Monkey.
I like the Monkey.
I could take one or two. There was like a 5-minute scene with the Monkey.
I loved it. I
mean, it was cool for a second, but then I was like, all right, y'all are trying to figure. Okay, here's the problem. They were trying to fill in.
It was his only friends though.
But, okay, that's what I was going to get to.
Everybody was like, even his brothers was going like, nah.
Okay, let's talk about this because we got to talk about this. Because this is the only music biopic or artist biopic of any person, male, female, music artist, actor, actress, whatever, that did not have a significant other mentioned at all. Not even a crush, not even a date, not a nothing. And they could have at least through like just a friend.
The early ones, Brooke Shields.
Stephanie Mills, I heard they went on a date. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there was others. You could have just made up a composite character, just somebody. We didn't have to be all Monkey.
Well, it wasn't all Monkey. They showed Ben for a second. They showed Ben. They showed the llama a couple times. All animals. The giraffe.
It's all animals. Exactly. And they spent way too much time in that doggone hospital. Like, I get it. You went to the hospital. I think they wanted him to look.
Honestly, I did not know it was that bad when it happened.
Well, here's the facts, though. The facts are it was bad, but he was out in like 2 days.
Yeah.
And they had done what they did. Now he got on the painkillers and all that stuff for the rest of his life. But this whole, like, he was in there for 6 weeks talking to kids and stuff. And just, I knew they were trying to show how much he loves kids. I get that point. That was the most obvious. They're trying to make a point kind of a scene. Like you're driving it home. You're laying it on too thick. Like you're laying it on. We get it. He loves the kids and ain't touching none of them. Okay, we get it. But it took away. I would have rather seen a few more beatings from Joe than him being in the hospital that long.
That's another thing I was saying. I think this Joe was worse than the Jackson 5 Joe.
Why? Because he was just like unnecessarily cruel.
Just mean.
Speaking of Joe, now to be fair, if you look at the old photos, a lot of people were talking about how scary Joe looked and his makeup and all that. But if you actually look at the real Joe Jackson, he was really this dude. I mean, he had work done too, and he had the liner. But finally, somebody made the comparison because I couldn't place why Coleman Domingo, who is a phenomenal actor, by the way, phenomenal actor, Coleman Domingo playing Joe Jackson, even though he cannot compare to what's his name? Dude from Cooley High that played Joe back in the day.
I know you're talking about.
Hinston or something like that, who I love, by the way. That's the only Joe Jackson I'll ever believe in. But Coleman Domingo did a phenomenal job. Yeah, exactly. This Joe was a little ridiculous, and we finally found out what he looks like. Go ahead, Mike. Put it up. This is who Joe is. Scar.
Wow.
That is hilarious.
Joe Jackson looked like he was trying to take over the Pride Lands.
Right.
And, Pride Rock. Why you kill Mufasa? But he did, and he was making too many faces. Like his mouth was always open,
Always.
just staring all the time, and he was just too animated. He was like the cartoon character of the show.
Mike was like
of the movie.
27 years old. He's like, he gonna get some of his belt.
Yeah,
What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about?
Well, exactly, but that's why you needed. Thank you, Hilton Lawrence Hilton. Thank you very much. The eyebrow and everything, exactly. He had the eyeliner, and Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. Thank you, you got it. Thank you, Lord. I was close to it, but anyway, he was just the over the top character in the movie. He was just the over the top cartoonish character, and he should be in The Lion King Part 4.
The live action jump.
Yeah, that's been, and you know what? We needed joy.
Yeah, we did.
I'll be honest. We have so much negativity and divisiveness, and so many things were tearing each other down, whether it's local or national. And of course, we still had that crazy man in the White House and all this foolishness going on. He's doing UFC fights and all, and just we needed like cultural joy. Yeah. And this reminded me, I'm not trying to be sentimental, but it reminded me of like how little we get to have like these uniting moments anymore.
Absolutely.
You know, and so I'm sure Twitter was blown up with the, you know, there was always the I hate Michael pedophile stuff, but this I'm enjoying, and I mean, I wish people would like just do Michael parties, or they would do like a discount tickets because it's coming to the end, I'm sure, of its run, and just have fun with it. Like, 'cause we don't have a whole lot. We don't have a whole lot.
Right,
So let's just take this and have fun with it. Speaking of having fun with it, we're gonna stick with the MJ theme, and we're gonna stick with what we always do, and that's meme of the week.
Meme of the week. Meme of the week.
Welcome to Religiously Incorrect, ladies and gentlemen.
Meme of the week. Meme of the week.
Thank you. Send us your memes of the week.
Meme of the week. Meme of the week.
We are, these are all jokes. We are just playing.
All right, so we're in the MJ theme, and you know who we are. You know what we do. Once we see something,
I already know what this is about to be.
once we see something, we have to do it. Somebody went to the MJ movie on Saturday and went to church on Sunday,
My God.
and here we are. Why are we like this? Why do we have to do this?
Why is his tennis shoes green?
Why
His shirt's black and blue. I don't.
Why do we have to do this?
We got to.
Why?
It has to be done.
I mean, I'll admit I was gonna request "Man in the Mirror" that week from the church choir, but at least it would have kind of fit church. You know, why? And they had good church on that.
They was churching.
He churched it.
They was churching.
He churched it. This is probably like mid quartet concert. Maybe it was like the intermission after one band had gone off and he was trying to keep it going.
He kept it going.
Too high to get over. Too low to get under. You're stuck in the middle.
I was waiting to do the moonwalk.
No, he ain't got it yet. Now Ethan's got a mean moonwalk going on.
Yeah. We saw it.
I did an old school make your kid come in the room and dance for the adults with Ethan the other day. Hey, Sister Lashana. So we had to, we have to we have to endure things like this.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. But let me finish the lyrics. Too high to get over, too low to get under. You're stuck in the middle. You gotta trust God. Shout.
There you go.
Shout. Just shout right there.
Mercy in the middle.
Mercy.
Come on, sir. Hey. Yeah.
Shimon. You're correct, Scott. Best key change ever in pop music. Best key change ever in pop music. Changed Hezekiah Walker's life. Once he heard Man in the Middle, he said, I'm going to write all my songs with a key change, no matter what it is. I'm going to write all my choir songs with a key change, no matter what it is. Oh, man. So
Let's hit this ad real quick.
let's hit our ads. It's been a while, but we've got to shout out another great decorating and event company, Annex Events, who will make your event unforgettable with custom equipment, flatware, furniture, chairs, tables, machine rentals, and the famous Party Dome.
The Party Dome.
The Party Dome. For your event, your open house, your wedding reception, your family reunion, call them at 330-979-2909. Annex Events have done great work for our church. Of course, my cousin Erica did too, but this ain't her ad. She got to pay us. Annex Events, delivery, pickup, they make it happen. It's been a while, so I wanted to give you an extra shout out from all
Love
of us
y'all,
at Religiously
Annex. Y'all be doing the
Incorrect.
thing.
Love you guys. And you know what? I wanted to say something else because I owe somebody a review. My electrician back in New York who did a phenomenal job getting us up and running when we had an issue last week. But you know, you got to support black businesses with them Google reviews.
Okay.
We can't leave that out because it helps. We got to start supporting our black business with Google reviews, Facebook reviews, Yelp, whatever you use. You know, we always talk real negative about black businesses when they disappoint us.
Right.
You know, or somebody don't come through. But we also got to do the shout outs and not just on a Facebook post. That's cool. We got to do it in the official channels that might actually bump them up in the rankings or whatever it is that these sites do. So y'all remember that, man. Look up Belle Renee. Make sure you're on there properly, Erica, on Google. They'll claim your business or whatever you do. Same thing with Annex, you know, again. And the guy said to me when he was leaving and he had like rescued us for like a repair. And he's like, don't forget me on Google. And I forgot. So I'm going to have to make sure I, get them in and make sure we support our black businesses. But, you know, this is just a free will kind of joint. But let's talk about the state of the nation, man. Just where we at.
In hell. In hot
doors
hell.
of the church are open.
In hot hell. Gas in that Durango is like 120. I'm like, come on, man.
You could drive straight to hell with that gas.
Y'all better get some, we're about to get bikes back out. 10 speeds.
Bruh. I'll take the train. I will take the train. I'll risk it.
It's nuts, man. It's nuts. And I mean, we just... Yeah. It's really sad, though, to be
We have
honest
UFC fights on the White House lawn.
It's a circus, man. It really is.
We have the Lincoln reflecting pool being repainted an inappropriate color that will no longer allow it to reflect.
Right.
Which is the opposite.
To purpose.
The exact opposite. We are, I would just say it, losing a war in Iran.
He won't stop.
If you are the United States of America and they are Iran and they are still basically dictating negotiations and holding oil hostage at that Strait of Hormuz, which they have every right to do because it's their strait the same way our harbors are our harbors, we're losing that joint and trying to start another one in Cuba. And what is in Cuba? I mean, what do we want? 40-year-old Volkswagens that they've been driving around? I mean, what is there to have?
The dude think he can just dictate to anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
And I think he feels like we got more power than what we got.
Well, we're proving it that we don't, you know, and it's something we've kind of known. And it's something that I know it sounds unpatriotic and everything. But first of all, history teaches you that empires are cyclical.
It is.
And while we're bragging about 250 years, that's about the time when stuff starts collapsing, you know. And bragging about cognitive fitness tests. By the way, Jay did give you a shout out. Said your workouts, man, are fire, man. You're making it happen, and I can tell you, Jeff is starting to wear my suits now. I'm about to get some of his old suits. I'm gaining weight. He's losing it. But yeah, I mean, you know, doing things like claiming that he is 1,000% physically fit with no actual test results. We're not just here to clown one person, even though he is a clown, but the overall state of the nation. And where we're at as a people, you know, the gerrymandering thing is out of control with redistricting these.
Districting everywhere.
That's another prime example But we've done our parts, and I hate to say we, because I hate to pick a side, to be honest, even though I have a side. But, you know, when I mention the Democrats, I always kind of roll my eyes a little bit because I say all the time, whatever we do to bite back, they're going to do times 1,000.
Yeah.
So we'll gerrymander like 10 seats and they'll gerrymander like 90.
Right.
And like, they'll just create a whole new state in the middle of the ocean or something. And then, you know, I love that. Who will write the essay, especially now? What to the African American? What to the black man? What to the Negro is the 4th of July? 'Cause that's a good time to read it again.
That's right.
Pierre said they're asking about the Epstein files. You give them alien files and drop some bombs. There it is. They have done everything they can the last 90 days or so to kill them Epstein files. Fire them white women that he had working for him. Getting all them people he put out front. He's starting to fire him and knock them out. You know, but again, there's even deeper issues. You know, have you seen these teen takeovers?
That I have not.
Where they just show up places and rampage through the streets and malls and stuff, these teens, or they do the street takeovers with the cars. And so it's hundreds, sometimes in bigger cities, thousands of teens will just take over major intersections or city centers.
And what for? What is the purpose of this?
Because they can get on social media and say, no, teen takeover. They won in Youngstown. They like put up a flyer online and say, we're all going to take over the skate place or whatever. And it just turns into chaos.
What do they do? They just roll up and run around. If it's a store, they kind of, I don't want to say looting, but they kind of just run in and like they want to say they took over, literally like mob, like a flash mob.
They need a whooping. they need whoops. That's what. See that's what's missing in America. Old fashioned
whoop these kids.
Leather belt whoopings.
One at a time.
That's what's missing.
And the police don't know what to do because obviously if the police respond the way they want to, and I'm sure they have in some places, now your body slamming and tasing and da-da-da-da-da, you know, and so, yeah, so that's the new thing. You can quickly put online, you know, it's like literally like flash mob style. Except you're not singing and dancing and making people smile, you know. And I've seen the street takeover things where these people get on the motorcycles in the cars and they spin around and do this stuff until somebody dies. And the police can't do anything about that either. They're having a hard time controlling that. But, yeah, we had one in Boardman. I don't know if you saw the video. I saw the video. I was in New York and I saw the video. And the kids literally ran from like the skate zone or whatever it's called to Walmart.
Okay.
And then the police were chasing these kids down and parents were out to like, come get your kids. You know, and so Chicago, you know, West Coast, Miami, I mean, it's just turning into a thing. And it's because they can so quickly mobilize with just a post, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever, the IG. And it's just impossible. They're, you know, they just literally mob an area. Now, some of them would like run in a gas station and like literally just run in like 70, 80, 100 of them and just run in and grab stuff off the shelves and run out. Nobody can stop them because they're out and gone before. And they come from all directions and disperse and all that kind of stuff. I read an article, it might have been USA Today, and I shared it with a couple of my friends. And one of the things, because Chicago's mayor was trying to address it, talking about setting up community centers and places. They were talking about, basically people started saying they're doing this because the kids need somewhere to go. Now, you know what an advocate I've been for community centers. I mean, nobody has advocated for kids to have a place to go more than me. However, you can't convince me that the reason 500 kids go into a shopping area or outlet or a downtown area, you know, where people are out for the night,
and just take over is because, first of all, they're doing it at a time where they would not have been at a community center or some fun place. They're doing it at midnight, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. You can't convince me that in that moment, that's what they need because they're just bored, like they're bored, so they have to destroy. Then the second thing turned into mental health. And the kids they're still talking about COVID, and these are COVID babies that had socialization problems. And I'm sorry, this is what turns me into a softcore conservative a little bit.
These are not COVID was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. You can't blame COVID on these
they
COVID
live their
babies.
life on screens, and so the only way they can have real connections is when they finally get together. So we all have to just wild out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jason said we had one in Toledo. Yeah, they will pick a place. They will literally say the jump place where they all go jump. We just everybody meet us there. We just gonna go, and like they don't have a plan, so it just turns into it's almost like
free fall.
Think of how these college towns and these cities do when they win a championship and they just pour out into the street.
Right.
Next thing you know, they're turning over cars because they just realize they have the numbers and they're climbing up poles. That's basically the teen takeover thing. It's like we're here now. Look at how we all just took over this joint, and then it can only go sour. It's not like, hurrah, take a picture and go home.
Right.
It's like, okay, this is a problem, you know. So I'm just bothered by that. I'm bothered by the justifications we come up with.
Right.
For what is just bad behavior. And again,
I'm gonna have to go home and look them up. It seems stupid, but I can see how it can be completely out of control. Because first of all, if you're, in what age are these people?
Oh, they're teens. They're 15, 16, 14. Yeah.
They don't have a clue, a plan anyway.
They never do.
You know what I mean?
No.
So when they get out, so it has to turn into something stupid. But speaking of mobs and speaking of, how do I say his name? Wembanyama?
Wemby?
Yeah.
What about him?
Is he the new face of the NBA?
He's the new skeleton of the NBA. He's the new
Skeleton.
He's the new Slender Man of the NBA.
I mean, the dude has done some phenomenal stuff. And
How can you not? You're taller than the hoop. The hoop has to reach up to him.
I mean, I just don't see anybody who made this big of an impact.
Of course,
You know,
he
as soon
is.
as he came in, man.
Can he sustain though? We've seen this before though. I'm not saying he's Manute Bol.
I'm gonna be honest. I was one of the ones who said LeBron won't be able to sustain because of how big he was when he came into the league. I mean, he was just I was like, this cat just doing too much, and he been in the league 365 years.
Yeah, but he's not a stick figure though.
He's not a stick.
Wembanyama is literally an actual stick figure. Let one of them legs break, man. It's over. And I'm not wishing anything on him.
Right.
But I just feel like this is not sustainable. This is like a badly built robot, like a kid made out of like sticks, like an erector set.
7'3".
Yes, this is like the guy who used to create an NBA Jam or NBA Live. You just,
He's that one guy, Fat Albert. The one with the mask over his face. I be damn it. I be doobie shooby.
I missed this show. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, the impact is undeniable. The dude is a phenom. Yes. You know, he is definitely a phenom. But honestly, freaks of nature like that, especially when it comes to height, they never last. When you're a freak of nature when it comes to height, it never lasts because it's hard on your body to be that tall. And thankfully he's not heavy like an Andre the Giant or whatever, but I'm thinking of a comparison because, you know, it's so much on your body to be that tall. And then you become a target because you're that tall. People have to find ways to neutralize you, and it's always by roughing you up. Now, thank God the NBA he's in will allow him to use his height and reach without repercussions.
The dude can flat out ball. I mean, he can dribble.
He can flat out ball, but you know why?
Because there's no Dennis Rodman to punch him in the face. There's no Bill Laimbeer.
They don't allow it no more.
They don't allow that no more. I'm just saying,
Right,
you can neutralize size with toughness and roughness back in the day.
Right.
And,
I mean, I agree, but I mean, obviously, I'm definitely in a different.
But I'm saying he's in an era where he can be the phenom without repercussion, without anybody need to cut him down. He can't be cut down. He'll take some falls and all, but it won't be. It won't be. We appreciate your take, Mr. Jones, but we're kind of off of that now. But I appreciate you. And you know what? You do make a good point. And I'm not joking. I'm not laughing at you, for real. But this little last point he does make, you cannot always make these centers, schools, churches, whatever, the answer to everything, because now they're in danger. Because the kids don't stop being bad. I said it years ago. If I had $50 million, I wouldn't invest in some fun center or some place for them to come in and mob and tear up, and then mamas cussed at me and cursed at me. I saw how y'all treated the skate place.
Right.
I saw how y'all treated the jump places, and every time you open up something nice, drop your kids off.
But let's just, but it ain't. I mean, it ain't just now. I mean, this stuff. I mean, I used to go out to the Skate Connection and throw skates at people. So I mean,
true.
This ain't just now happening.
But it was more of a minority of troublemakers, so to speak, and it wasn't this mob, and you just wanted to fight.
I just happened to be one of them.
You just had to be one of them.
Back to
Wemby.
But I'm off Wemby too, because are we welcoming LBJ back to Cleveland?
Y'all can welcome if y'all want to.
Why you say that, Mike? You don't want him back?
No, not really, man. I don't know. He kind of ruined it for me.
He needs to let it go.
Yeah, sit down somewhere, bro. He gonna bring his son. You know what I'm saying? He gonna bring his son and all that. You got that whole circle.
Wemby is Flat Stanley. That's hilarious. That's funny, Jason. Wemby is Flat Stanley. Now, when I was watching the Lakers lose the last series badly, what a sad way to go out. You know what I mean? What a sad way. Oh, I forgot to give you a plug, man. No, sure. You got it? Okay. What a sad way. You know what? We're unprofessional here.
Remember, we ain't been here in a while, so we gotta.
Sorry. I'm throwing stuff at Mike. We want to make sure the show doesn't go out on us. I was literally feeling sad because this is not how this story is supposed to end. Now, a lot of guys have played into their senior years, but I don't think any of them have kept the same profile that he's kept. Right. You'd have to go back to like Michael Jordan with the Wizards.
And I think his profile was still lower than LBJ's right now.
Right. He wasn't
even after Wizard. He just wasn't.
Yeah. And I don't even think they really expected them to. Right. And to a point that Jameson is making. And the fact that he's still dominating the conversation in the team decisions and all of that. And I'm not saying he's not an impact player, but Scott's
airports. What is
Scott said LeBron deserves a statue, but at the airport.
he wanted him to have a Franco Harris statue like the one up in Pittsburgh. Ain't nobody come to the airport to see your statue.
Hey, I don't know a Browns player that has a statue while you're talking. Speaking of airports, that's where y'all stadium about to be. On the runway.
Right.
You just land planes on the field. But for real, I just think he's becoming a tragic story. That he will. Here's the thing about LeBron. He will be the most high profile in everything, and now he's becoming the most high profile old flame out.
Well, and it makes
me
sick.
Do we want that in Cleveland?
Right, but it makes because he just broke another record. Yes, it's going to keep on breaking records. He's been there for 30 years. Yeah,
they can start doing this by ratio.
Right. Right. You can't say it. I mean, it's irritating because it's like, stop it, man.
Another record. Of course they did.
He just broke the record of shooting free throws with his eyes closed.
Of course they did. and the thing is, the truth of the matter is, he's like not injury prone. He's turnover. He's sloppy at times.
Absolutely.
And the Cavs are known for sloppiness. The last thing you need is another, especially if they keep Harden,
Right.
is another old guy who can play but can just as easily literally give up the game on a dribble.
Yep.
Because that's what we're talking about at this point. Because that's the Cavs' Achilles heel. They were giving up games and giving up 20-point runs to the other teams on bad passes and
Turnovers.
dribbles.
Man, a lot of
Bro.
Which is stuff I would yell at my 11-year-old about.
I'm
You know
on
what I mean?
I'm on the cruise. And I walk past the one bar and they up 20 some points with 7 minutes left. And I'm yelling out OHIO. I get to the next place I'm going and they're like, y'all lost. I'm like, are you serious?
Yes.
How y'all lose in 7 minutes?
I was this close to saying something snarky to my New York family. And I said something a lot more middle of the road. And I was so glad I used wisdom. And I'm so glad I wasn't in church this week because I think everybody was going to bring brooms to church and
Oh my God, yes.
wave it away like John P. Key.
It's just my
Yeah. And that broke him, by the way.
Oh,
that
absolutely.
was it.
Oh, yeah.
Series was over. You drop a 22-point lead in the late third quarter, fourth quarter, just in the series. Because they were broken after that. They were done. And I'm not a basketball fan.
It's just my opinion that if LeBron wants to stay in, him and Durant both need to go with Steph. I mean,
It's just the old man's league.
They can all have a farewell tour together.
Nobody
and they
wants to
might
see
end up
that.
do something.
We've seen that before, though. Remember when, wasn't it like Barkley, Drexler?
Well, no, I think the
they
closest
all
one
went
was
to,
the
like,
Kobe,
Houston.
Karl Malone.
Oh, yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
Patton, what was his name?
Payton? Gary Payton?
Gary Payton.
He
all
wasn't
them.
the glove anymore. He was the mitten. He was towards the end, AI was the question. He wasn't even the answer anymore. He was the question.
You are absolutely right, Jason.
James Harden is trash on defense.
Extremely
and
trash.
ain't trying to be nothing on defense.
Don't
he's
care.
He's not trying. He's not actually trying to play defense. But this isn't my problem. Because I'm a Knicks fan now.
The Knicks gonna take it, man.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
You think they're gonna beat Wemby?
Yep.
I don't know, man.
If they would get him with a crowbar or something, put him on a subway, something. Yeah, so I get to roll. So, the good news is I win either way. Looks like I can roll with the Knicks, and I've heard they'll welcome me in. Keep in mind, I'm not an actual. Huh?
Somebody at the door.
I'll go check. Go ahead.
I'm not an actual Cavs fan. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I like basketball, but I don't watch it like that until we're at the playoffs and the team, that I have some interest in gets in. But there have been years that gone by, I don't even know who wins. So it's not like I'm abandoning the Steelers or something like that. You know what I mean? To follow the Giants or the Jets. But oh no. No.
So what tell us as we're in here, tell us what it feels like to be a New Yorker, man. And are you a New Yorker? Are you a Manhattan type guy?
First of all, you live in the world where you want to live your life. And, the whole touristy Manhattan thing. Now, if my boys come and, you'll do your first time. A lot of people who live there are not running around like looking at monuments all day long. But if you're looking for something to do, yeah, you have these things going on and you want to do them. And that's cool. But the thing about being a New Yorker is you mind your business. You mind your business, and go to work, go home, go shopping, watch the traffic. So that's my feeling.
Now, I mean, from obviously I came up there with you, but I have no. Is the subways as bad as they say they are? Or
I don't get on the subway.
Okay, so you scared?
I mean, they told me not to. I mean, not in a bad way, but I don't need to right now. And, and I a couple of the fellas did say, hey, we're going to jump you on the subways and show you the way.
Well, hold on, what do you mean jump you on?
Like like one guy was like, where it starts and take you all the way down, just so you get an idea of how, because I've been on it before. When I've been there, I've been on it, but I don't take it regularly anywhere. I take it to the railroad, Long Island Railroad, which is a little bit different beast. It's the railroad that goes out to Long Island and takes you into Penn Station or Grand Central Station or whatever, which is cool. So, and I don't mean any disrespect to my New York family, but there's like this kind of mysticism around New York, and it's great, it's grand, but it's life. People are coming and going. I'm not like totally starstruck by it all.
Okay.
Love it. I love the culture more than anything. Love the people. Of course, love my church family and the school, but I'm not just like all day long. It's kind of like too much sometimes because you're like looking for something to do. And it's just too many options, a lot of planning. You got to plan your way out, getting around until you really become. So I like looking up online, like what's the best way to get to such and such. Like if I want to go to a museum on a Saturday or something, like what's the best way to get there? One time I was like, bunk it. I'm just going down to church and shoot some hoops in the gym. I'm not even going to try to go to this museum.
But here's the real question that everybody out there want to know. Do they church?
Oh, yeah.
I ain't saying church. Do they church?
Now, to be fair, I haven't been out and around anywhere yet. I just been going to New Job. But listen, last Sunday night, we went to Bishop's home church in Staten Island, where he really got saved and got into being a deacon and then eventually in the ministry. They churched. Brother, I felt like I was at an old school, like Sons of Thunder fellowship, like when 4 or 5 churches used to come together. And just from the opening welcome, you shouting on the welcome.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I walked in when the lady was giving the welcome. And they shouting on the wall. I said, okay, this is what I'm talking about. And it's not like this metro mega thing. It's just like home. Most of the churches are modest sized, Baptist, Kojic, whatever you happen to be. And you have your different types. And so luckily we was in a church where it was, we churching today. The choir, we gonna come do our A selection, A and B selection. We didn't all, make y'all pray for us. Y'all pray our strength in the Lord. We're gonna come in our own way.
Now notice it, most of the churches. Cause I've been to his show.
There's a couple outliers.
I've been to his show. And when he pulled up, I was, what I said as soon as he turned the corner, he's like, this is it. I was like, nigga.
Right.
Nigga, I mean,
why you gotta cuss on the show, man? Making me look bad. I'm joking.
But I mean, the edifice you have is absolutely beautiful, man.
Shout out to Bishop Calvin Rice,
absolutely.
The founder, visionary Pastor James C. Kelly, who started the project. Bishop Rice finished the project, and to the faithful people there, because I'll say this loud and proud. It ain't mine. I didn't do it. You know what I mean? I get to carry on the legacy when the Lord says the same and continue to build and expand as God so sees fit. But I get to walk into and serve in a space where great work has been done, a great foundation has been laid, just absolutely amazing. You couldn't ask for better. You have to maintain and keep up and improve, and the life cycle of a building. You got to deal with roofs and pipes and this and that. All that stuff comes. But he's done a phenomenal job. Absolutely. He's a builder.
Absolutely. Now, I don't know how much time we got left.
We got as much time as you want. Who you got to go work?
No, I don't got to work. Cool. So just so a lot of people don't know, and a lot of people still are unaware that you guys are doing a transitionary period.
Yeah, I ain't gone.
You guys
gone, like gone, right,
like
gone, baby, gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, and I know a lot of churches have not modeled that. And I know there are a couple who have done it. But how do you feel about this transitionary period of you and another pastor working together? Do you think that's a good way to do it? Do you think?
I think it's good, and more people are going to do it. Especially, you'll see these sizable churches, where there's a strong ministry and there's so much.
Do you think it can be emulated down here? Do you think, and because we do have a lot of pastors in and around this area who are.
Pierre said if you stand on top of Trump Memorial, you can see Pastor Todd. You wrong, brother. You wrong. That's funny.
Empire State Building.
It's a nice church, but it goes into anything else. We've talked about mergers on this podcast. It can be done and it should be done. You have to have the right demeanor, heart, and I'm learning now through this process, strategy and clarity about doing it and willingness to do it, understanding about doing it. So the right people can do it. And I'll tell you, it takes the right senior leader, outgoing, and it takes the right incoming leader. They both have to have right spirits. I say it the same way I would say like about relationships. It will never be this 50-50 perfect thing. And you have to prepare for the awkwardness, the uncertainty, the questions, even the midstream adjustments to even the best laid plans, because there are so many intricacies and nuances involved. So every situation will be different. There never would be just one template of how to do it. I think that by the time we're at the end of this, me and Dr. Rice will probably be able to write like a little manual of things we've learned in the process. And even the first 90 days or so, 4 months or so, that's gone down now. We're going into our 4th month. And this is a long-term transition. I mean, lots of people ask me when I come home, well, when's the installation? I'm coming out. It's a while. It's a while. I'll see you next year, maybe later. Who knows? We don't know exactly. But I do know that it will happen and it should happen more. Now, there's something to be said about a pastor leaves and the church calls for another pastor.
Right.
That has its own challenges.
Right.
It can be done well. It can have its challenges. Could be something said about a pastor kind of choosing or recommending or at least kind of leaning in the direction of someone in the church approves. It's kind of how we went. And it becomes like I was selected, but it's still a transition.
Right.
And again, that takes a lot of nuance and every church will be different. If I was much younger, I mean like much younger, like let's say 30 years from now, I'm that guy.
Right.
And it'd be different how I treat the guy who graduated from Morehouse and maybe did a little stint as an associate minister somewhere, or maybe just a year or two at a small church, versus the guy who's already in his 40s. Like I'm in my 40s now, I pastored. You got to look at those intricacies. Like what do I expect you to do? What am I tasking you with? How long is this going to go? How long can you go with that? How short should it be? How short is too short? How long is too long? All that kind of stuff. I need to learn at least a full year of what life looks like at the church, because there's so much to it.
Now, I think that's...
what's a great blessing? Can I interject?
Go ahead.
Great blessing. I mentioned earlier this electrical thing. Like we had a guy come in and we had a little outage, basically, just outage. And the guy had to come in and correct a couple things, breakers, da-da-da-da-da. And this big old church. I said, I'll come down. And they had like a little wedding ceremony they were able to get through, but we had stuff that was flickering off, not working, so we gotta make sure we're good for Sunday. So 3:00, I get there, and I literally brought my little basketball. I had a basketball, brought some water, my little Bluetooth. I'm just gonna shoot hoops while the guy does work. 11:00 comes around, we're still there. I done got dinner, ate in the office, He actually didn't come till like 7:30, actually. I was just in there, trying to get a little exercise in. But anyway, I didn't leave that church till 1:00 in the morning.
Wow.
But it was one of the best experiences I needed to learn. It was one of those, now I know this part of the church. I have crawled under, found breaker, and called people, where's the breaker? Where's the other breaker? Where's the other breaker box? Where's the other breaker box? Where's the other breaker box? We're like on the 5th one, crawling under the baptism pool. Oh, there's a whole other thing under here. So that's the kind of stuff that if you go in cold turkey, you would not know. Then you're in a whole new area with fellow pastors.
Yep.
And I'm grateful for Bishop Rice's intentionality. Politicians, community organizations. Where is your place? Where is his place? And how can I step into some of those places where they know he's leaving, and so he's introducing me to people that I need to know.
Right.
That's important. The school is a whole other beast.
Right. And that's really because I know there are a lot of people like, man, a whole year, but I don't think they understand how much goes into, this is not, Corner Store Baptist you're
Yeah,
going.
no disrespect,
You know what I mean?
but it's a different thing, man. It's
a whole
like
different beast.
it's like being, like you said, it's like in the private sector. I mean, there's a big difference between being made like the store manager at Old Navy,
Right.
versus being made like the international procurement senior vice president of the Gap Corporation.
Right.
That's a whole different beast. So I embrace it, but I'm human too. And I'm like, boy, cold turkey. You know, I went from preaching to teaching and running and just running stuff. Like, and thankfully, I get a lot of leeway. He entrusts me with a lot. He has told the church, he entrusts me with this, and this, and that's it. Don't try to jump over his head. Don't try to. And I have already gotten involved in some of that stuff. And my father taught me a long time ago, you know, the preaching part is easy. The pastoring and administering part is the challenge that is difficult. And the people getting to know you, to trust you, to lead them. Because we've heard the wisdom, right? You don't even become people's real pastor for years into your pastorate. You'll be their preacher until like the 5th year or whatever, you know, all that talk. And I'm sure it can change, you know, different things. And some of us have different giftedness that we can, you know, it's just in us. It's in our bones. We just do it well. And I'd like to think that I'm pretty good in that regard. But to know that I will be able to transition into this with Bishop Rice's blessing and backing and the church love, and thankfully, even though he's, you know, recommending me all this stuff, I'm not being forced on them, so to speak, in a way like there's a resentment or this is who he wants,
Right.
I was fully embraced by the congregation in their own right.
Right.
And then the plan of transition. And so it's going to be a journey, and we'll see a lot. Sister Janet is asking, do you think you'll ever become politically involved in the community you're in? You know, you got the itch. But as you probably know, like everything else, New York politics is a whole other world. And I knew that before. Of course, when you get on the ground, you actually get in. I don't know if you ever saw the video of Hakeem Jeffries talking about being gerrymandered out of his own.
Yes.
And it's like literally like goes around his house. Mm-hmm. It's like they changed the district like just his half of the block to get him out. So, and it was his own party, I think. It was like his own people. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I just think I have more than enough to keep me busy there. And as I've learned even here, sometimes you can be just as socially active and civically active without actually having an elected position. And you can not necessarily be elected because I can limit you sometimes, but you can be influential.
Yes.
And have good relationships. The church already does. Dr. Rice already does. The church already has a great name, which again, I'm very much used to. What it's like to utilize the power of the church to work alongside your public servants to get good things done. And so I'd like to, you know, see what that looks like, but I'm not like pursuing, I'm going to run for something, you know.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So how were you adjusting to slowing down? Because when you were here, you was always on 100.
I mean, it's
always doing something. Now you got to like kind of
low key depressed sometimes. To be frank,
okay,
it could be low key depressing because I'm not moving at the speed that I'm used to. So God is teaching me some lessons that I need. Everybody here was telling me to slow down, right. So I guess God put me in a place where I have to slow down. And it's almost like it's not quite. I'm not making fun of anybody or anything, but if this is the closest I say withdrawal feels like. Withdrawal.
Wow.
You know, and I'm not doing nothing. Let's just be clear about that. You know, I have tasks, and I hope Dr. Rice ain't watching this. He'll just give me 1,000 things to do. I want you to rewrite all these papers. But no, but like your rhythm is off.
Right.
I had a rhythm in Warren, from the church to the family to the busyness of my day. Council. And I did it on a different schedule too. I was almost working more of an afternoon shift, so to speak, here. Like I would be out like 11 to 11 here, and my mornings were kind of mine. Whereas I do the school thing, so I got to be on a school schedule and then do church most days. So that's a little tough because I've not always been an early bird, and you got to be early bird traffic and everything. Get there, and sometimes I be pulling up like,
He's here again.
He beat me here.
He beat me here again. He always beats me because he has things to do in the morning. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, that's definitely a thing, man. The rhythm and the pace is a different thing, and it's on different levels. First of all, just overall schedule. Secondly, the things I'm used to doing. I did not think, I'll say this transparently, and if anybody, hey, New York people, I love you, New Jerusalem, whoever's watching. I would tell this to anybody because I think it's good. Like this is a story I could tell 20 years from now, but I think it's best to tell it now. I did not realize how much changing everything overnight would affect me. Mm-hmm. So preaching, teaching, podcasting, family, counsel, and I'm talking like regular counsel, like riding around like I've been doing this past week, like checking on high grass and going to committee meetings and just stopping by the police station. Like that was just every day for me. Hospital visits, which I'm sure I'll get into a lot of those things eventually. I'm going to get into them. But like I dropped everything I knew cold turkey. And the week I went, everything stopped. Wow. Everything at the same time. It wasn't just the preaching. I'm away from the family. Well, just the preaching, I'm not podcasting with y'all anymore, and I miss y'all for real. Because after we get done, and you got to leave, Hope. I'm sorry, because we got to have our man chat. So I'll say hi and give you a hug and all. But I'm just saying, like y'all don't know, we chill out.
We talk
about life, and that's been my little therapy session. Of course, being home with the kids, the games, and all that. But I'm just saying, like that would be a part of my little note for the next guy.
Right.
Like, and maybe me, and Bishop, not his problem at all. He didn't do anything wrong, not one bit. But like, that's a thing to be cognizant of and considerate of. If something similar would have happened with someone else, I'd be like, yo, if somebody would have asked me, like, I'm about to move here and do such and such and such and such and such, I'd be like, yo, let me tell you how. I just had to wrestle with it. I know it's God. God's leading. God's plan. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't come back to Warren. Love you. But, I get a couple of those. I hope it don't work out. Let's come back home. No, I ain't doing that. I mean, and I'm telling you, the affirmation and the confirmation is so real. That is a big part of what helps those little tough moments of separation. And then again, the out of rhythm. And then to be honest, because God is so gracious, he always provides that ram in the bush. My ram in the bush, a lot of times, besides the love of the congregation and the busyness that I have with them, the camaraderie I'm building and all the things I get to go to, is the school. Yeah. Because when I sit, I just go, I'll be honest, there are times when I get a little dumpy, and they might not know it, might not be able to sense it, but I'll just go for a walk, which I do anyway, I'm supposed to do. Like go for a walk around, talk to staff, go sit in the back of a class, or just stop in the lunchroom, or go to one of the assemblies. It is just like pure joy. Just pure black child joy.
Now, I know that a lot has slowed down and things, but I also know that at this time you are actually going for your doctorate, correct? And so has that given you, is this little extra time giving you the space to be able to fulfill that?
It is, but I'll be honest, like my out of rhythmness and all this transitionary stuff, man, I had a rough semester. This semester, from January till what I just finished. I'm doing a little better. I needed this time because I'm about to go home and do an assignment right now. To go home and submit something right now. I have the time, and that's a part of me need to utilize the time I had. God gave me time to be alone and to go home, and what I should be doing is going home or going to a coffee shop or something and reading them books and doing them papers sooner. So I had to take advantage of that. But I'm about a year out, and I am grateful that I do have that time. And there have been nights and times where I have nothing to worry about except just sitting down and punching this out and getting this work done without distraction. I'll be honest, I'm not taking full advantage like I should be. And I need to, sorry y'all, I need to do it more. I'm kind of scrambling the same way I was when I was home and busy. And there's no reason I should be doing that, to be frank.
Now, let me ask you this.
Now, I can do it, but I shouldn't be.
And please understand when I'm asking them this. I'm not, you are single. You are living a single life, but not being single.
I'm not living a single life.
You are.
I'm not living a single life.
You are living a single life, but not being single.
That. Somebody said that to me.
Because, you have to cook for yourself.
I'm doing that anyway. But I get it.
Stop.
Shamika cooks. She does, but I cook a lot. She likes it. But I'm just saying, it's definitely like the Bachelor kind of situation where you're like a bachelor but not a bachelor.
Right.
Right. Said Jeffy is not.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's that I mean, trust me, that definitely, everything that I'm experiencing, I'd rather be sharing with my wife.
Absolutely.
And look forward to sharing, with her. And then the kids, of course, too, just the everyday stuff, might snag Ethan and see if I can convince him to come with me for a few days and maybe do a drop off if one of y'all wanted to meet me halfway and pick him up. Because that's what makes it easy for me to do that. But, looking forward to the summertime now that the school year's winding down. They're already done. We have a few more weeks to go because New York is on a different schedule. But having the kids with me in the family makes all the difference. This week it's been super duper stressful. And me and our wife the first few nights had some this is not fun. I didn't got to come home to be this stressed out. But it mellowed out. And I mean, this week has been great. But yeah, that bachelor life, I mean, sometimes it's so what am I going to do today?
Right.
Sometimes the worst thing is to not have a church activity like on a Saturday or something. And I was like, all right, so
what are we gonna do?
I got a friend, Pastor Borders, who is a son of New Jerusalem and a pastor, a son of Bishop Rice's, and he's like, I got Mets tickets, man. I'm gonna hit you up, give me some dates. We go to Mets because I was just gonna go anyway. So if I can get a cheap Sorry game and take the subway or the train down to Yankee Stadium and just experience that. And some of the stuff I want to do is do stuff so my family comes, I know how to do stuff.
Right.
So when I want to take my boys to a Yankee game and sit in the nosebleed bleachers, I'll already know exactly how to get there and what time to leave. I'll go for myself. Doesn't matter if I'm late. Who cares if I get lost and have to make my way back or whatever. But I was I ain't gonna ride the train. I went to Manhattan last Friday walking around, and that Uber was $110 back to Long Island. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna ride the train. I'm gonna take that $10 train. I'm gonna take that $10 holler back to Long Island because I'm not about to pay $120 to go back to
Uber.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yuppity. So you learn your way around because again, that's you don't know any better prices.
Right.
I mean, people do what they got to do. I'm not saying people don't be paying, but I want to know better. And then my family get here and we could do some things. We went to a Nets game when they came for Easter and, grabbed some quick, not nosebleeds, but the Nets were sorry, so it didn't cost no money. Take the train, $30 my family to go, $30 to come back, as opposed to, the Uber situation and all that. And we had a blast.
Now, this is just for my knowledge.
Yeah.
Do the Nets and the Knicks play in the same place?
No. Nets are in Brooklyn, Barclays. Remember Brooklyn Nets?
Okay, yeah.
Barclays Center,
that's
and
right,
Knicks, of course, Madison Square Garden.
They used to be New York Nets, though, didn't they?
They used to be the New York Nets or the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay, gotcha.
They were the New Jersey Nets. You remember that? Was it ABA? Weren't they ABA originally?
I don't remember.
The Nets? I thought they were ABA.
I thought it was.
Where the old heads at? Come on, Pastor. Come back, Pastor Harrison.
You gonna stop calling them old?
You would know. So can't wait for football season to start. Of course, I will go to a Jets game or a Giants game with no Steelers gear on.
Yeah, you better not.
You still got to be OHIO, baby.
All day. Well, that's the good thing because there are no powerhouse colleges in football. Nobody cares about that, and I have to explain to them. You do understand in the Midwest, football is life. Mm-hmm. Pee-wee, high school, college, pros. Even if we stink, football is life. Y'all like football. We love football and worship football. So all my old State gear is going. They already know. I'm an Ohio boy through and through. It is. And the good thing about it is that everybody from New York is from somewhere, so they already have their allegiances. Mm-hmm. Everybody has their allegiance. Everybody becomes a fan of where they're at. But they already had their allegiances. You from North Carolina, North Carolina. You see that baby blue, they're going to talk it up, whatever. So it's cool. But yeah, man, I appreciate, being able to give an update and talk about the experiences I'm having. It's cool.
And I wanted the world to know because the world, we are worldwide.
We're intergalactic. We're intergalactic. We went on the Artemis spaceship to the moon.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people don't know, and I know a lot of people are still wondering. I know a lot of people may tune in and may not see you preaching every Sunday.
Oh yeah, I don't preach every Sunday.
That doesn't.
The moment they tell me, I will, and I will be walking on pews and crawling up balconies. No, I'm joking, but. We have a really good ministry team, and it's a rarity. Everyone, to the most part, you can tell, I'm still new, but finds places where their service is utilized. It's not all in the pulpit for everyone, which, of course, you cannot have everybody. But
First of all, to preach behind Bishop Rice is a blessing because he's just a wealth of knowledge. Right. You know, I've already gotten access a little bit to some of his sermon like books. You know, he has his notes and stuff, and just phenomenal. And we have some phenomenal ministers, one who preached today, one who preached last week. So I'm glad to just be in the number, so to speak, and to be a help. And it's kind of cool in a way, because it's like you never know what you're doing from Sunday to Sunday. Like, all right, you gonna pray? All right, you gonna do announcements? Okay, you gonna do whatever. Sometimes I just run up in the booth and make sure everything's straight. You know what I mean? Just it's a great feeling. But I'm fully respected as assistant pastor and whatever you want to call the successor. Thank you, Reverend Bowie. Thank you. Thank you. Reverend Harrison was not going to admit to being that old, but you don't mind. You don't mind testifying. Of course, I'm going to all the Warren G. Harding football games because my son is still a Warren G. Harding Raider, and he'll be playing varsity football. So y'all ain't got rid of me. You will see me. You know, I'll be mapping out my weekend travel to get in and get out and make sure I see my boy play.
Absolutely. My
son will never, baseball he didn't care as much about. They did not do it terribly well this year. And I'll be able to do better next year when I have time. But they've played so many baseball games. It is what it is. But football, because of the way it falls, he will never have to worry about looking up in the stands and not seeing, me and his fam. Whenever I'm not there, of course, George will be there, and the whole Second Baptist crew, and all the brothers will be there. So it's gonna be nice.
I told Christian today while we was at dinner, I was like, well, I'm working out every day. You can come down, get big with me, and next year as a senior, you can go out for the football team one more time, try it out one more again. He's like, you want me to get hit?
Listen, Christian was moving cats though. When they let him in, I don't care if it's last into the game, because you know how that goes. He was moving cats. He's got that ball.
He's like, he ain't doing it. He ain't trying to do it.
All he got to do is lean on cats.
Right.
Just Orlando pace him, pancake him. But
let me say this.
Yeah.
Because I know we
gotta go.
Gotta go. Let me say this. Two things. First of all, I don't know if y'all know, my brother has a phenomenal book out, Rediscovering Your Church Covenant. And he still has several copies of those.
I have more than several. I have books.
If you have not got a copy of his book, and
I'm paying New York rent, I need y'all to buy some books.
Y'all can get a copy. But speaking of that, since you got a little bit of free time, do you think that's something on your agenda, putting out another book, man?
You know what? I was actually going to put this week out, like kind of list the different series I taught over the last 2 years, like the graphics, and just say, hey, what do y'all think I should hone in on?
I didn't ask. He didn't ask me to do any of this. I'm just letting. I'm just doing this because I
still need y'all to buy books though. I've been thinking about, because I love to do it. I really do love to do it, and
you done it well.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I really do appreciate that. But I had a couple that I was kind of already thinking along the lines that I had done some 4, 5, 6, 7, sometimes longer week series on, that I wanted to dive into. Funny, I was thinking about the Articles of Faith, because I actually did a teaching about that years and years and years ago when I first got the second, because I was like, I'm new to the Baptist faith, so I'm going to walk through this with you, but apparently a lot of y'all need to know this too.
Right.
But I found out that a pastor I know very well, our Lock Carey president, Jesse Williams, had written a book. Reverend Jesse Williams had written a book back in 2011 about the exact same subject for like the 21st century, and I'd rather just take a look at his book and see, how well it's, because I think it covers the same territory. But I have some other stuff like Fruits of the Spirit. I did something before I was leaving called Spoiled Rotten. And I thought that was a good series, because it's how the fruits of the Spirit have been turned on their head in our culture, and how to reset and recalibrate ourselves as believers in the fruit of the Spirit. And so the series was called Spoiled Rotten. And I went through each one, of course. But that might be a good one. And there was another one on the anointing that I had taught through for about 5, 6 weeks, that maybe 7, that I thought was, I thought it was good and necessary for this time. So in my free time, I really should be taking advantage of this free time to sit down and go through that material that's already stored on my computer and start fleshing out the outlines and the manuscripts I had started on to teach from, and see. And I also want to do a Life Builders podcast. So thankfully we have a podcast studio at the church. It's not too much unlike this one, to be honest. And it's ready for me to just walk in and set up a few things and go live and do some Life Builders podcast. It won't be as goofy and jokey and talking about all the stuff we talk about, but it'll probably be some real life stuff, a little bit of lightheartedness, but also maybe use that to go through some some of these series, so to speak, and then maybe turn it into a workbook that I can put up on my site. Now I don't want to walk into this. I'm like coming into the church and selling stuff and all that kind of stuff. But if you do it, you do it. I wouldn't be the first or last minister or pastor to write a book and put it for sale. So, but I would love to do it. And, I am paying New York rent. So. And I would send all my work right back here to Rose and have her print it out and stuff and ship it back to me or come pick it up when I'm home. So, yeah, I'll see. I'll put something out. And y'all let me know what you'd like me to work on, and I will probably spend some time with it. Because sooner or later I'll be asked to teach, I'm sure, and I want to have some fresh stuff ready to go,
Well, I would like to, if Mike, if you would put his book up on our page.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, we'll put it up on the page. Okay, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Would love to, and I'll sign them. I still got them. I can sign them and ship them right out to you. I got them in my office in New York. You will get mail from New York. You'll get mail from New York. So, Big Mike, any last words?
My book is coming out too. It's called Jeff and the Hat.
Jeff and the Hat. You need to do a Christian fitness.
Jeff is in the hat. He used to be fat.
Jeff in the Hat. Oh, Black Dr. Seuss. Another PT production. Thank you, Sister Rose. We love PT production. That'll give me an excuse to come back and do a book signing.
She bad. She's a bad girl.
Hey, y'all make it happen. Y'all make it happen. I can count on the Second Baptist Print Ministry, which is basically Rose throwing people into slavery to stay here all night and bind up books and feed them pizza. But we love y'all. Any last words, Big Mike?
Yeah, thanks for taking the time to show up tonight, man. We miss you.
Oh man, I'm glad.
We miss doing this. Miss chopping it up with y'all every week. But yeah, man, we're looking out, man. Love you, bro. See you soon for sure.
Got you, man.
K1 in the house.
K1 in the house.
Big love.
In the house. Love you, man. Any last words, Pastor Jeff?
Man, we just appreciate you, man. I've enjoyed you this week, man. The time we got to spend together, man. And, we always going to keep on doing what we're doing, man. Look forward to us, man. We gonna make it happen. We going to keep on coming on.
Y'all got to come check me out this summer. And we could do an episode from the church, and then I'll get fired.
We're going to do an episode from the Statue of Liberty.
What's up, Mo?
I knew it. I actually thought about you. I said we should probably call Mo. I didn't say it, but I thought it.
I thought about it too.
We get you in, Mo. We gonna get you in, and trust me, that's why we gotta do the virtual thing. So we just pull y'all in and just do a little quick check in and see what's happening in Mo's corner. But we love y'all. Hey, appreciate your love. But I want to extend the love. I know a lot of tensions on me and all this stuff. But Pastor Jeff, you're the bomb. Big Mike, you're the bomb. Love you, man. As real brothers, this is like I said, being here is like restored a rhythm in a way. You know what I mean? And I'll be at home next week around 6:00 on Sunday night. Like, I want to do a podcast.
Right. I'll be at home too. Like,
right. So
right
we
now.
got to get the virtual thing in, even if it's a little shorter, just to like figure out how we could do it and connect. We don't have to do it all the time, but just sometimes we'll get on and never go live and just talk to each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? And kick it. But I love you all. I mean, and I know it's awkward and you have to keep talking about how special, all this stuff with the move is. But I really do believe that I have some of the best people here in my hometown and in New York. Could not ask. I've been saying this all weekend. People ask me how it's going. I said, if I had to move from my hometown and my beloved church and my beloved city and all that and go anywhere, I could not ask for God to place me in a better church and community and around better people. So I really feel like I'm at home no matter where I'm at. So I literally have two homes. And to me, that's the greatest blessing of all. Is I'm not official. I mean, things can be strange and transitionary right now, but I'm not like unloved or in a place where I'm not in full embrace of where God has brought me, and they have not fully embraced me, because the New Jerusalem fam is just a bomb. New Jerusalem is the best church this side of heaven, just like Second Baptist is the best church this side of heaven in Warren, and I'm sure yours is too.
Absolutely.
But I get to say I have preached at the two best churches in the world, and I've never had to be at a bad place.
Amen.
So I'm grateful for it. Love y'all. Until next time. It's been a long one, but it's been a long time. See you next time.
Peace, y'all.